Hi, I'm Lou, another episode of My Car Story. I'm out here in Arizona, and I'm here with Dan. Dan, good to see you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
My pleasure. Joey, I'll grab the camera as I usually do. And Dan, come with me, because we've got a special treat today. Stand right next to me.
All right.
And you're going to talk right there. What do we have here today?
All right, so here we have a 2015 Lamborghini Huracan LP 610 4.
And I appreciate that, because I thought it was the Huracan, but it's say it again.
Huracan.
Huracan.
Yeah.
That's the correct way to say it.
Correct. Yeah, the H is silent.
And this is the second one in the U.S. Tell us how that happened.
You know, I was at the right place at the right time. The car came from Los Angeles. They were the first ones to have the allocation, and I was at the right place at the right time.
And you started, you said you don't just work your way up to, come on back with me. We're going to get an overall shot of the front, and the sun's hitting it perfectly. I just want to get people to, you said you started with a Nissan GTR.
Correct. Yeah, started with the Nissan GTR.
And how'd that hook you?
Well, you get hooked, and you know the dual clutch transmission in the GTR is lightning fast. You know, and once you have a taste of that, then you want to stick with it. So my next vehicle after that was the Porsche Turbo S with a PDK, which is also extremely fast transmission. And this particular Huracan is Lamborghini's first double clutch transmission, which again is extremely fast, and that's what makes this probably one of Lamborghini's best cars.
And the color is outstanding, as we would expect from a Lamborghini, right? The red is just tremendous.
The red is unusual. It is normally a Ferrari color. This is what's called Rosso Mars.
Rosso Mars.
Lamborghini previously reserved that for their Super Trofeo vehicles, but for Huracan, this was an option. My favorite color.
And we've got some, yeah, it looks great. And we've got some wonderful rotors inside there. I mean, we've got a lot of braking abilities. We're going to show you the back.
It does have the modern conveniences. As you can see, the parking sensors. It does have a rear view camera, because as you can imagine, parking this thing is not an easy task.
Yeah.
This particular vehicle does have a clear engine cover.
Let's take a look at that right now. Let's, so we can see right through.
Yeah,
go ahead, tell me about that. That's an option.
That is an option. Lamborghini charges a lot of money for this. For the piece of glass that allows you to see the engine, $9 grand. But that's the price you pay for the 5.2 liter V10.
And that's the top one. So let's open up the interior.
Show you how the handles
Cool.
pop up, pull.
So let me get just some of the badging before we actually jump in it. Right there. And all of the details. And let's just, I'm gonna shoot this door with, first of all, your car smells great.
Can't beat the new car smell.
No, it's
especially the Lamborghini new car smell.
the Lamborghini new car smell.
They should make it into perfume.
Yeah, exactly. It would be every man's cologne would be the smell that I'm smelling right now. Wonderful pedals.
A lot of Alcantara.
Now, what are all the buttons?
So those mostly control the lights.
Okay.
Lights, daytime running lights.
I'll get a little better angle so that people can see what the lights are. Okay, I see that now. I'm getting that on camera. Okay, and we got the paddles.
The interesting thing about this is some of the design elements were carried over from the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, which is a very limited edition Lamborghini, which was just for the track. Sesto Elemento means sixth element, which refers to carbon fiber.
Okay.
So a lot of the elements on the dash are in the form of hexagons. As you can see, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles.
Yes.
So this kind of carries through to the air vents and some of the other features, as well as the mirrors, the exterior mirrors. So that's where that's from.
That's where that's from. Now let's turn it on,
Okay.
and
I will give you the keys, and you can do just that. It is a push start.
I'm just saying I recalibrate the camera here. Catch it, come on. Let's get something that I can focus on.
It's neat if you put that red lever down.
Hold on 1 second, I just want to, my camera's not helping me out right now.
A lot of sunlight, huh?
There we go. There we go, sorry for the slight delay there, but I wanted to get you the feel of the interior there. Okay, so here's the start button. So this starts down.
Yeah, so this is a kind of like the fighter jet experience.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you don't have a chance to drive the F-18, this is the next best thing.
This is it.
So go ahead, lift up the red.
So we lift up the red.
Put your foot on the brake.
Foot's on the brake.
A little more to the right. There,
There we go, so I got
just
it.
do the push start.
Push
Press
start.
the yeah.
Let me show you that right there.
This is a full digital display.
So it's a video game in the car.
Yeah, in a way, as well as the readouts for the battery. All digital.
I'm gonna jump out. You're gonna jump in.
Okay.
We're going to. Let me just show you this as well on the steering wheel. And you've got your paddles, etc. And we're gonna let you rev it. Just some of the wonderful details there. I'm gonna jump out. And let's open the engine compartment for just a second. While we've got it running.
Da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's good. 5.2 liter V10, approximately 610 horsepower.
That's great. And the torque, I'm guessing, is around the same numbers?
The torque is, I don't remember exactly, it's around 400. I don't remember the exact number.
I would have thought that the would have like a foot pound for torque, you know?
They compensate for weight, you know, because they're lightweight, so it doesn't need a whole lot of torque. But
Let's
composite, this is kind of neat, you don't see that very often.
composite. Okay. We just let's
Rev it up a little.
yeah, let's shut the engine compartment, and we're gonna listen to it what it sounds like with a little petrol behind it.
So I will demonstrate two modes.
Yeah,
the regular
show
mode.
us. I'll watch you. How do you change modes?
So the Lamborghini has the adjustable modes the same way the Ferrari has them on the steering wheel. The Ferrari, I think, is over here.
Okay.
You have three modes. You have the Strada mode, which is the street mode. Gives you a little bit softer suspension, just a little more relaxed handling. You pull down on the red lever, you get the sport mode.
I just heard the engine change.
Yeah, it does make everything a little more responsive, but also makes the exhaust louder, changes the handling a little bit, to make it more aggressive. And then Corsa or track mode, just everything is again
This is all out. Let it out.
This is all out. With the Corsa mode, you have to use the pedal shifters.
Okay.
Whereas with the Strada and the Sport, you can get away with just leaving the car as is and letting the double clutch
Do its thing.
do its thing. Exactly.
Okay. All right. Let's. What mode do you want to put it in first?
So we can do the regular
All right,
street mode, and you can get the.
Sounds good. Let's hear what that sounds like. All right. Let's move that over to Corsa. Sport first. Oh yeah, you just heard it get a little deeper. Last but not least. That sounds like it's okay for me. Dan, let's do this. Come on out of it. Let's shut it off for a second. And come on out and stand right next to your car. Stand right next to it.
Nice car.
Dan, thanks for being on My Car Story.
I hope you enjoyed it.